Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to another video. Hope you will be fine. In the last live class, we have to covered ayat number 10 of Surah Al-Mutaffifin, and in today's class, we will try to complete some few ayahs as we can do. Ayah number is 11 is in front of you. الذين يكذبون بيوم الدين الذين يكذبون بيوم الدين. And we have to discuss some things, some words in this one. Al-lazina, we are stretching ya. What's the reason behind there? Because ya madda is here, so we have to stretch it. What's the definition of ya madda? The definition of ya madda, when there is a zir before ya sakina, we have to stretch it. Alladhina yukadhibun. And if I ask how many letters of madda are there, we have to there are 3 letters of madda: alif, waw and ya. So second letters of madda, waw is there, we have to stretch it. The definition of waw madda, when there is a pesh before waw sakina, we have to stretch it. And the next one, biyaw, before waw sakina there is zabar, we will not stretch this one. This is waw lean, we will not stretch this one. This is opposite of alif waw madda, biyawmiddin. And before ya sakina there is zir again, so we have to stretch it again. This is the reason we are stretching the letters, we are stretching them. There is a special reason. Without reason we will not stretch any letter. We have to keep in our mind. Alladhina yukazzibuna biyawmiddin. Next ayah we have to read ayat number 12. That وَمَا يُكَذِّبُ بِهِ إِلَّا كُلُّ مُعْتَدٍ أَثِيمٍ. وَمَا يُكَذِّبُ بِهِ إِلَّا كُلُّ مُعْتَدٍ أَثِيمٍ. I'm just highlighting the letters which we have to discuss here in this ayah. We should know, as being a Muslim, we have to understand why we are stretching any letter, why we are here. So thanks for here, who is with me and where from is. If you wanna tell, the comment section is available for you, and you can subscribe the channel for the future videos. Inshallah, every video will be useful for you. You will find out, if sometime inshallah you will learn the basics of the reading Qur'an-e-Pak ways. Wama, I'm stretching alif. What's the reason behind there? This is alif madda. If I ask you how many letters of madda are there, so there are 3 letters of madda: alif, waw and ya. So the definition of alif madda, when there is a zabar before an alif, we have to stretch it. Wama yukazzibu bihi, we are stretching ha. What's the reason? Ha have verticals here, one thing, and second thing, ha have mad. So mostly the mad we have to stretch it equal to 3 alif. So we are stretching. This is the reason we are stretching any letter. Bihi, wama yukazzibu bihi. If there is no reason, we will not stretch any letter. Wama yukazzibu bihi, we will not read yukazzibu bihi. If we are not able to recognize the next word, we will not read more. We have to stop, we have to pause, we have to break down our voice and breathe also. So وَمَا يُكَذِّبُ بِهِ إِلَّا, we are stretching alif y. The same reason is there. This is alif madda is here. What's the definition of alif madda? The definition of alif madda, when there is a zabar before an alif. So before alif there is zabar, before alif there is zabar. So this is the reason we are stretching this one. وَمَا يُكَذِّبُ بِهِ إِلَّا كُلُّ مُعْتَدٍ أَثِيمٍ. We will not read this one. Kullu. We will not stretch this one. Mu'tadin athim. One more rule is here after tanween. If I ask what's the tanween, two zabar, two zir, and two pesh is called tanween. There are four rules for nun sakin and tanween. We have to do gunna or not. So one of them is izhar, when there is a hamza after nun sakin and tanween. We will not do gunna. What's the gunna? What's the definition of gunna? We have to take the sound in our nose. We will not read here mu'tadin asim. This will be the mistake. So gunna is not allowed here. So the rule is is here. Mu'tadin asim. Why we are stretching this ya? The reason is there. This is ya madda. The definition of ya madda, when there is a zir before ya sakina, we have to stretch. So in short, in this ayah we have found letters of madda, the reason we are stretching them. So for the facilitation and for the easy way, I will read this ayah 2 times more. وَمَا يُكَذِّبُ بِهِ إِلَّا كُلُّ مُعْتَدٍ أَثِيمٍ. We are stretching the letters. There is reason alif madda, ya ha have vertical zir and madda also, and alif madda is there. We will not stretch this one. We will not do gunna here. This is ya madda is here. So that's why we are stretching it. So again we have to read once more. وَمَا يُكَذِّبُ بِهِ إِلَّا كُلُّ مُعْتَدٍ أَثِيمٍ. إِذَا تُتْلَى عَلَيْهِ آيَاتُنَا قَالَ أَسَاطِيرُ الْأَوَّلِينَ. إِذَا تُتْلَى عَلَيْهِ آيَاتُنَا قَالَ أَسَاطِيرُ الْأَوَّلِينَ. In this ayah we have to discuss these letters, which I am going to underline this one, and we will discuss here why we are stretching this one, what's the reason, and we should know for the future. In the future we have to keep in our mind that why we are stretching any letter, what's the reason there. Tutla, lam have vertical zabar, so we will stretch this one. If there is no reason, we will not stretch any single letter also. Alayhi, we will not stretch this ya, because this is yalin. Alayhi. Ayatuna, hamza have vertical zabar, ya have vertical zabar, so that's why we are stretching this one. Ayatuna. If you are new at the channel, you can subscribe the channel for the future, and if you feel any guidance, you can subscribe the channel. You will able to learn the basic rules and definitions and the way of the reading. You can join one free class. You can see the detail in description. You can check, you can say to me what is the level of your reading. Are you doing basic mistakes or not? So if you want to join one live class, you can see the detail in description, free of cost. Inshallah we will book them, and when we find the time, inshallah we have to read them. So back, why we are reading, why we are stretching the letters. This is ya have vertical zabar. If we are reading ayatuna, we are stretching alif. What's the reason? The reason is that this is alif madda. What's the definition of alif madda? When there is a zabar before an alif. When there is a zabar before an alif, we have to stretch it. Ayatuna. The same rule is here. Ayatuna qala. We will stretch this one. Na ka qala. Asa. Same. Alif madda is here. The definition of alif madda. When there is a zabar before an alif, we have to stretch it. Asatirul awwalin. Here is ya madda. The definition of ya madda, when there is a z before ya sakina, we have to stretch it. Awwalin. Again the ya madda is here, so that's why we will stretch this one. So again, once more, I'm just going to explain why we are stretching the letters. Vertical zabar, we will stretch tutla ayatuna qala asatirul awwalin li. They are both because there is ya madda. The definition of ya madda, when there is a zair before ya sakina, we have to stretch it. So